I know we kind of talked, just backing up a little bit to Yogananda. I know in our conversation during my astrology reading, you said something that it kind of like opened up a lot for me about Yogananda and the divine feminine. And how he was sort of a person, not sort of, he was a personification of that, is kind of how I remember it. But I don't know if you want to kind of talk a little bit about that.
Oh, I'm always happy to wade into potentially controversial waters with all the folks downstream of Yogananda. I mean, the dude thought he was the reincarnation of William the Conqueror.
That's right.
Yes, doesn't let out there. But other mystics and Yogananda at different times, had alluded to, like, well, I'm doing the work of the Divine Mother here, and I personally, I always just felt that he was the personification of a male personification in some ways of Mother Shakti, and if he was anything with the divine pantheon, he was a mama's boy. At least that, at the very least, he was a mama's boy.
Yeah,
in terms of I think teaching style and the fact that he had this big nest up at Mount Washington where he was taking care of all these people all the time.
Yeah.
And
I think
I do not see a stern patriarch.
No,
I know he could get stern with people.
Right.
He had that range, but he was not he was a softie.
Yeah. Because definitely in Autobiography of a Yogi, one of the standout pieces for me, at least, he talked a lot about visiting the Kali temple quite a bit, like a specific temple in his hometown. I think it was his hometown. And then he had like another mystical experience with the divine feminine of seeing his mother and then all the mothers. And then it was pretty amazing. So yeah, until you said that, I didn't connect that for some weird reason, that it was like, oh, that Kali temple experience, plus he's kind of the incarnation, or of the divine feminine, is pretty amazing. So
he was always praying to the Divine Mother in that book. I mean, if we're just going on what's in that text, minus the rest of the context of his life, which is much larger, that's absolutely where the feel of it, for sure.
Wow,
for sure. I believe that was, I don't know if that, because I haven't read it in a while, but I'm guessing it was when he was living in Calcutta, and he may have been going to Ramakrishna's temple and school down by the water. But
right.
I'm not sure. Probably one of our listeners is going to put in the comments section, actually
correct everything. Yeah, that's fine.
Please do.
Yeah.
Off my rocker here.
Right.